Hello, race fans. I'm Wylie Wade, and this is Wylie's Race Report. Hello, race fans. I'm Wylie Wade, and this is Wylie's Race Report. We're looking back at this past weekend where, as you can tell by the shirt, I didn't go to Antioch Speedway. They were silent. I went down to the annual trip to Ocean Speedway, where I helped broadcast the races for the 15th annual Pat and Jim Pettit Shootout with my broadcast partners, Lee Ragsdale and Zach Wilcox. It was a great weekend of racing, great time had by all, and look forward to showing you who took home the wins coming up in just a little bit. But this weekend at Antioch Speedway, want to remind you, we have some racing. The NARC 410 Sprint Car Series are in the house. You don't want to miss it. And they're going to be joined by the BCRA Midgets this Saturday night, the 11th of October at Antioch Speedway. Take a look. This Saturday night, October 11th, Antioch Speedway hosts the Open Wheel Oktoberfest. Catch the NARC King of the West 410 Sprint Cars, USAC Western State Midgets, and the BCRA Midgets battling it out on the dirt. It's a high-stakes showdown with championship points on the line and California's best wheelmen in the house. At the Contra Costa County Fairgrounds in Antioch, California, pit gates open at 2 p.m., gates at 5, hot laps around 5:30. Antioch Speedway, where the wings fly and the drama's real. Be there, be loud, and be part of the action. Antioch Speedway, where action is the attraction. Congratulations to all the winners on Friday and Saturday night down at Ocean Speedway for the 15th annual Pat and Jim Pettit Shootout. If you notice, yes, I changed shirts. Had the pink one on at the beginning of the program. That is to celebrate Jim Pettit II's mom, Pat. We wear those on Friday nights. On Saturdays, we throw the blues on, where we're celebrating his dad, Jim. Of course, both Jim and his dad are West Coast Stock Car Hall of Famers inducted in 2021. While I was down there on Saturday, I had the opportunity to talk to a young man named Shane Freeman, driver of the 55F Sport Modified. Take a look. This episode of Wylie's Race Report talking to driver of the 55F, Shane Freeman from Prunedale, California. And we're down here at the 15th annual Pat and Jim Pettit Shootout, where night number one, you had some interesting times.
Yeah, a little bit of hard luck. We rolled out for the first lap of qualifying, and just about as soon as I lit it up, lost complete oil pressure. So pulled it in the infield and loaded up and went home to get it swapped out.
And you finished at 6 o'clock last night, right?
I think I came in around 3:30, and then I was back up at 8 trying to finish it up, and we got it loaded up and got back. Thanks to everyone that came through and helped out. So
back for night number 2.
Yeah, hopefully a little bit better. So we've had some good luck with this motor this year. It's been all right. So as long as it stays good, hopefully I'll be able to at least make it through qualifying tonight.
All right, well, good luck on that. Just as I normally do, a little bit of background. How'd you get started in racing?
So my dad started racing. We rent a couple shops out, and next door is Tim Balding, who used to run this as an A-mod back in the day. And then Justin Sanders rented upstairs from us, big sprint car guy. So Dad got into dirt racing, started doing it because of them. He ran for 1 year, and then I took over the hobby stock and moved up just this year, halfway through the season, moved up from the hobby stock into the sport mod. So,
and what do you think of the sport mod?
I like it. It drives a lot different. Lately, I'm liking it a lot more once we dialed the setup. I love my hobby stock. They're a lot more fun to drive. This is a lot more technical, but this car's becoming really fun to drive the better I get at it.
Did you keep your hobby stock?
I still have it. I got a lot of offers on it. I don't want to get rid of it yet, so we'll have to come out and try to click off a win or two or go up to Merced, and I might as well keep it around. And
still want to come out and play?
Oh, yeah. No, I can't get rid of that car. I like it too much right now.
I had the opportunity finally for the first time to drive a hobby stock last week, and those things are a blast.
They're fun. Yeah, they're
a blast.
I like it more than this car for now, but I'm sure next year if you ask me, my answer will be a little different. So,
what was your learning curve like for getting into going from the hobby stock to these? Because they do drive, as you said, they do drive different.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. The hobby stock, I almost never touch the brake. It's all just pumping the throttle. And in this thing, I'm on the brake a lot through the corner. You're not lifting off the gas in this thing as much as you do in the hobby stock. You got to drive it in so much straighter. You can't get in there and get sideways and let it eat. You got to really drive it into the corner. It's all different. I figured it out. Once we got the setup dialed, it helped out a lot. The rear steer is tricky in these things, but now that we got it rolling, it's a lot of fun. It drives a little more similar now that we got the setup dialed in.
Have you driven any other tracks in Ocean with this?
Yeah, I went up to Merced, so we got invited up to a test day with another team. So I ran a couple laps to Merced. It was dry. It wasn't really.
Not a good.
We got a little bit of a feel for it. We were mainly just testing in a motor that we were trying to break in, so we got a feel for what we needed, but nothing like coming out to a prepped racetrack.
All right, so you made the switch. What's your plans for next year?
Next year I'll definitely be in the sport mod some more. I'm going to try to bring the hobby stock out for a couple shows. I really wanted to do double duty this year. So next year I'm going to aim for double duty, and I don't know, I'm not going to run points. I've done the points. I think I got Rookie of the Year this year. I got second in the hobby stock points and third in hobby stock points. I'll probably switch back and forth, just run around wherever I feel like, and try to do sport mod and hobby a little bit.
Talking with people, running for points wears on you.
Absolutely.
From what I hear.
Yeah, no, it's tough. I mean, we ran second to Gallagher's. I can't fault myself for running second to them. Those guys are awesome. They got a lot of cars, but we were really trying to keep second locked in. They ran away from us, but second was a little tighter for me in the points. But every night we're up late working on it. We cut a lot of days close. We finished a motor one day on the race day, loaded up, and got out here by time for heat race. So it's tough running points. It's a lot of stress. And if I got two cars and I can bounce around, I just want to race. I'll drive a four-banger. I'll drive an A-mod. Whatever people want to put me in, I can't complain.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I don't care. It's got a motor and wheels. Let's go.
Exactly.
So 5 years down the road, Money's not an object. Location's not an object. You can drive anything you want. What do you want to race?
I'd probably say an A-Mod, honestly, right now. A-Mod, yeah. I got a good thing going on right now. I just bought a company a year back, so I'm doing all the graphics. So I'll stay local. I'd like to travel around if money wasn't a thing. I'd like to go explore California a little bit. And in 5 years, hopefully an A-Mod would be awesome.
Okay. That's a change. Lately, everybody's been saying late models. It's like, which kind of cracks me up because the late model scene in California is not what it is in a lot of the country.
I would love to drive a late model if they were here, obviously.
Yeah.
But for right now, with the business just starting up and trying to focus on some other things, I'm still in college full-time and running the business, and full-time college, full-time business owner, and part-time race car driver.
So what do you do in the afternoon? Because, I mean, by noon, you're done, right?
For school, I go about 8 to 12 in Monterey, and then I drive back to the shop. I work in the graphics company usually up until 10 or 11. There's lots of all-nighters I pulled down there, but in race season, I've been hopefully before midnight, I'm back up at the house, and a lot of times I'm wrenching on this thing in between or while stuff's printing and a lot of running back and forth. I don't get much sleep.
Yeah, I remember those days of being young and being able to do that stuff.
Everyone keeps telling me I can't keep it up very long, so I figured I might as well ride it out while I can, right?
Yeah, it gets harder as you get older. I can attest to that. So normally my next question is, and I might already know the answer, you're not working on the race car, you're not working, you're not going to school. What do you do for fun? I sleep.
I sleep. I don't get much extracurricular activities, really. I'll get on the racing simulator every once in a while on a rainy day or something, but I mean, I'm pretty booked up right now. Work's great, school's keeping me busy, and I got enough race cars and enough friends racing to be busy all year.
Doing like iRacing?
I do iRacing a little bit, yeah. I get whooped by some of the fast guys on there, but it's fun to get on and a little bit.
What kind of cars do you race on iRacing?
The late models feel a lot like the hobby stocks did.
Okay.
They changed them recently, but mainly late models. Okay. The late models are pretty cool in there. So.
All right. So if you had time, what would you do? I mean, do you have a want to snowboard, ski?
You know, I used to love basketball. I played basketball in high school. We never lost a game in all 3 years I went there. So that was really fun. I really enjoyed basketball, but I don't know if I'm in good enough shape to play basketball right now. I got myself an office job, and I've been a little slower lately. So yeah,
that happens. But you know, yeah, like you said, you're kind of out of time for the fun stuff. But hopefully you get to enjoy some life too.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is fun. I mean, swapping the motor wasn't too fun at the time, but looking back, we had fun swapping the motor last night, and I had fun racing out here. As long as my car rolls in the trailer, I'm pretty happy. This is about all I do is race and go racing and work and go to school.
So what's your approach for tonight after you didn't get the track time everybody else got last night?
Yeah.
So what's your approach for tonight?
I mean, survival first off. So we pulled a 6 for the pill draw, so we're going to go out one of the first qualifiers. So hopefully I'm not too lost out there. Luckily, I race here a lot. I know the track pretty well. It's a little different for the Pettit. We got a lot more banking in it, but we also have less holes. So hopefully I can still maneuver around the track and end up decent in a heat race. And I've never missed the main event at the Pettit that I've ran a heat. I've always transferred through a heat, never ran a B main.
Oh, nice.
Tonight, I don't know if I'm going to be so lucky. So tonight, my goal is just survival. If I can finish through the heat race, that'd be awesome. If I got to run a B main, that'd be cool. If I make the main event and I can roll it into the trailer and my motor runs and I don't have too much stuff hanging off my car, I'll be happy enough. That's about the goal.
Very good. Who do you want to say thanks to for helping you get this thing out here?
Yeah, I got to thank a lot of people. So obviously my mom and dad, my sister Shelby, both sets of my grandparents. Tim Balding's been a huge help building our motors, building our cars, really mentoring me while I drive. Aiden Dupnick, Caleb DeBem, Brody Nelson, Bo Krebs, everyone who helps out in the shop, Seth Krebs, and then Freeman Lumber, Tim Balding, Tyler Marble, Hurricane Wraps and Designs, Jim Bowman Racing, ADS Wall Coverings, Streamline Painting, Mayor Iron and Design, Mighty Duck Graphics, Crib Family Racing, Shelby Freeman Photography. I had to cheat a little bit there. I think that pretty much covers it. So yeah. Hey. So.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. Anytime.
Good luck tonight, and hopefully you're getting interviewed in the infield.
I hope I see you later in a heat race. That'd be awesome. But we'll see.
Good luck. Shane Freeman, driver of the 55F. That was Shane Freeman, hardworking young man. Work, school, runs his own business, works on race cars. Great job, and he took home an award on the weekend for the 15th annual Pat and Jim Pettit Shootout. Congratulations, Shane. Great job, and keep it up. He's only has a handful of races in that sport modified. He's going to be tough to beat as he gets more experience. Shifting gears, this upcoming Saturday at Antioch Speedway, it's the return of the NARC 410 Sprint Car Series. You don't want to miss it. Wing Sprint Cars, 410s, going over 100 miles an hour at Antioch Speedway. Take a look.
This Saturday night, October 11th, Antioch Speedway hosts the Open Wheel Oktoberfest. Catch the NARC King of the West 410 Sprint Cars, USAC Western State Midgets, and the BCRA Midgets battling it out on the dirt. It's a high-stakes showdown with championship points on the line and California's best wheelmen in the house. At the Contra Costa County Fairgrounds in Antioch, California, pit gates open at 2 p.m., gates at 5, hot laps around 5:30. Antioch Speedway, where the wings fly and the drama's real. Be there, be loud, and be part of the action. Antioch Speedway, where action is the attraction.
Want to see you at Antioch Speedway this Saturday, the 11th of October, for the NARC 410s and the BCRA Midgets. Then you got to come back because there's only 3 races left of the year. The NARCS weekend, the Pacific Coast General Engineering Hobby Stock Nationals coming up on the 18th. And then the final weekend of the year is on the last weekend of October, where it's our annual Track or Treat. Kids 12 and under in costume, get in for free. Going to have candy and goodies out on the infield. It's going to be a great time. You don't want to miss it. Come on out to one of our, no, let me correct that. All 3 of our remaining races for the 2025 season. That's going to do it for this episode of Wylie's Road Report. I want to see you out there this Saturday, the Antioch Speedway for the NARC cars, and the following weekend for the Hobby Stock Nationals, and then the Track or Treat. Until next time, I'm Wylie Wade. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Wylie's Race Report. Like, share, and comment. Until next time, I'm Wylie Wade. Goodbye, everybody. Also, crap. Oh, crap. This past Saturday. 3, 2.